Welcome to this lesson. In this part of the course, we're going to talk about something very important, what I call the AI goldmine. Let me ask you something. What if the biggest opportunity of this decade was already in your hands and you didn't fully realize it yet? Because that's exactly what artificial intelligence is. Not just a tool, not just a trend, but a gold mine, a shift, a transformation, a moment in time where everything becomes faster, simpler, and more accessible. And the people who understand it early are the ones who benefit the most. Now, when I say gold mine, I don't mean something complicated. I don't mean something reserved for experts. I don't mean something you need years to master. I mean something practical, something you can use, something that gives you leverage. Because for the first time, you have access to a system that can think with you, create with you, and help you build faster than ever before. And in this lesson, I'm going to show you exactly why this is a gold mine. Not in theory, but in real, practical terms. So you don't just understand it, you see the opportunity. Let's begin. Let's go back for a moment. Before AI, think about how you used to solve problems. You had a question, you went to Google, you searched something, and then what happened? You opened multiple tabs, you read articles, you watched videos, you tried to find the right answer, and even then, you weren't always sure because the information was fragmented. One blog says one thing, a video says something else, another source contradicts it. So you spend time, energy, attention, just trying to understand. Now compare that to today. With AI, you don't search, you ask. You don't dig through information, you receive structured answers. You don't spend hours, you get results in seconds. And that changes everything. Because speed creates opportunity. The faster you can solve problems, the faster you can create value. And the faster you create value, the faster you can generate income. That's the shift. Now let's go deeper into this idea. AI is not just fast, it's transformative. Because what used to take hours, days, sometimes even weeks, can now be done in minutes. Think about writing. Think about research. Think about structuring ideas. Think about learning something new. All of this has been accelerated. And here's the important part. AI doesn't just give you answers. It gives you usable outputs, things you can take and apply immediately. Which means you don't just consume information, you produce with it. And that's where the opportunity is. Because most people will use AI to scroll faster, to consume more, to stay entertained. But a small percentage will use AI to create, to build, to solve problems. And those people are the ones who win. Now let's connect this to something very important. Money. Because solving problems is what creates value. And value is what people pay for. So let's break this down. Every business starts with a problem. Someone is struggling with something. Someone wants a result. And when you provide a solution, you create value. Now here's where AI changes everything. Because instead of needing years of experience, complex tools, or technical knowledge, you can use AI to help you build that solution. And that solution can become a product, a digital product. Something like an ebook, a guide, a course, a system. And once you have that, you can offer it to people who need it. So the flow becomes problem, solution, product, income. And AI accelerates that entire process. Now, let's define something clearly. What is an AI product? An AI product is a digital product that is created with the help of artificial intelligence. But more importantly, it is designed to solve a problem. It's not random information. It's not just text. It's not just content. It's structured. It's intentional. It's useful. For example, someone wants to train their puppy. Someone wants to lose weight. Someone wants to make money online. Each of these is a problem, and each of these can be turned into a digital product. With AI, you can research the problem, structure the solution, create the content, and build the product faster than ever before. And this is what I call a smart product, because it's not just created manually, it's enhanced, accelerated, optimized. And this is where the gold mine begins, because now you are not limited by time. You are not limited by skill. You are not limited by experience. You are only limited by how you use the tool. Now, let's talk about something you use every single day. Social media. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. What if I told you that everything you see on those platforms is controlled by artificial intelligence? Every video, every post, every recommendation. It's not random, it's not luck, it's not coincidence. It's AI, analyzing behavior, tracking patterns, understanding preferences. Think about your own experience. When you open Instagram, what do you see? Content you like, content you engage with, content that feels relevant. If you like fitness, you see fitness content. If you watch videos about money, you see more videos about money. The platform is learning from you, adapting to you, serving you what keeps you there, because their goal is simple. Keep your attention. The longer you stay, the more you scroll, the more you engage. And this is where the opportunity appears. Because if the platform is already showing people what they are interested in, you don't need to convince them to care. You just need to position yourself in front of the right audience. And that changes everything. Now let's look at this from a different angle. How much time do people spend on social media? Think about it honestly. Not just you, everyone. On average, people spend hours per day scrolling, watching, consuming. And this is not occasional. This is daily behavior. Consistent, repetitive, predictable. Which means attention is already there. Millions of people are actively consuming content every single day, looking for entertainment, information, solutions. And this is where everything connects. Because if people are already there, and they already have problems, and they are already looking for solutions, then all you need to do is meet them there. This is why we say, where attention goes, money flows. Because attention is the starting point of every transaction. No attention, no opportunity. But here, attention is everywhere. Let's make this very real. Let's imagine someone. Her name is Emily. Emily just got a puppy. She's excited, she's happy, everything is new. But after a few days, there's a problem. The puppy is not trained. It's making a mess. It doesn't listen. Emily starts getting frustrated. She tries different things. Nothing works. So what does she do? She goes online. She searches. She looks for answers. And now something happens. The algorithm notices. It detects her interest. It understands her behavior. And suddenly, her social media changes. She starts seeing videos about puppy training, tips, advice. And one of those videos captures her attention. It speaks directly to her problem. She clicks, she watches, she connects. And at the end of that content, there's an offer, a solution, a digital product, a guide that helps train her puppy. And what does she do? She buys. Not because she was convinced, but because she needed it. That's the system. Problem, content, attention, solution, sale. And that is exactly what you are going to do. Now, let's understand something important: how AI actually works. Because this is where most people get confused. They think AI is complicated, technical, difficult to use. But in reality, it's very simple. AI works based on instructions, what we call prompts. A prompt is just a request, a question, a direction. It's like giving an order, but instead of giving it to a person, you give it to AI. And the quality of the result depends on the quality of your input. The better your prompt, the better the output. So this is not about being technical or knowing code. It's about learning how to communicate, how to ask, how to guide. And the more you do it, the better it gets, just like anything else. And don't worry, we're going to show you everything, step by step, from the basics to advanced use. So now, let's bring everything together. You have a tool that can generate solutions. You have platforms that already distribute content. You have people looking for answers. And you have a system that connects all of it. So what does this mean for you? It means you don't need to be an expert. You don't need years of experience. You don't need complex skills. You need a system. And you need action. Because now you can create content, build products, solve problems, and generate income faster than ever before. And in the next lessons, we're going to guide you through everything, from opening your accounts to setting up your system to using the tools to creating your first assets. You don't need to figure it out alone. You just need to follow the process and take action. I'll see you in the next lesson.